It is better to fail in originality, than to succeed in imitation. I know not all, that may be coming, but be it what it will, I'll go to it laughing. A smile is the chosen vehicle, of all ambiguities. Better to sleep with a sober cannibal, than a drunk Christian. Of all the preposterous assumptions of humanity over humanity, nothing exceeds most of the criticisms made on the habits of the poor by the well-housed, well-warmed, and well-fed. I try all things, I achieve what I can. A man thinks that by mouthing hard words he understands hard things. It is the easiest thing in the world for a man to look as if he had a great secret in him. Real strength never impairs beauty or harmony, but it often bestows it, and in everything imposingly beautiful, strength has much to do with the magic. To produce a mighty book, you must choose a mighty theme. We cannot live only for ourselves. 1,000 fibers connect us with our fellow men, and among those fibers, as sympathetic threads, our actions run as causes, and they come back to us as effects. It is not down on any map, true places never are. I do not think I have any uncharitable prejudice against the rattlesnake, still, I should not like to be one. As for me, I am tormented with an everlasting itch for things remote. I love to sail forbidden seas, and land on barbarous coasts. I would prefer not to. Ignorance is the parent of fear. Talk not to me of blasphemy, man, I'd strike the sun if it insulted me. For there is no folly of the beast of the earth, which is not infinitely outdone by the madness of men. To the last I grapple with thee, from hell's heart I stab at thee, for hate's sake I spit my last breath at thee. God in heaven have mercy on us all, Presbyterians and pagans alike, for we are all somehow dreadfully cracked about the head, and sadly need mending. Human madness is oftentimes a cunning, and most feline thing. When you think it fled, it may have, but become transfigured into some, still, subtler form. I love to sail forbidden seas, and land on barbarous coasts.
Think not, is my 11th commandment, and sleep when you can, is my 12th. Truth uncompromisingly told, will always have its jagged edges. See how elastic our prejudices grow, when once love comes to bend them. A noble craft, but somehow a most melancholy. All noble things are touched with that. Our souls are like those orphans, whose unwelded mothers die in bearing them. The secret of our paternity lies in their grave, and we must there to learn it. Top-heavy was the ship as a dinnerless student, with all Aristotle in his head. There is no folly of the beast of the earth, which is not infinitely outdone by the madness of man. Give not thyself up, then, to fire, lest it invert thee, deaden thee. As for the time it did me. There is a wisdom that is woe, but there is a woe that is madness.
In this world, shipmates, sin that pays its way can travel freely, and without a passport, whereas virtue, if a pauper, is stopped at all frontiers. Ah, happiness courts the light so we deem the world as gay. But misery hides aloof so, we deem that misery there is none. I'll try a pagan friend, thought I, since Christian kindness has proved, but hollow courtesy. Beneath those stars is a universe of gliding monsters. I have written a wicked book, and feel spotless as the lamb. Whatever my fate, I'll go to it laughing. Truth is in things, and not in words. There is one knows not, what sweet mystery about this sea, whose gently awful stirrings seem to speak of, some hidden soul beneath. Life's a voyage, that's homeward bound. Book. You lie there, the fact is, your books must know your places. You'll do to give us the bare words and facts, but we come in to supply the thoughts. Ah, Bartleby. Ah, humanity. All my means are sane, my motive, and my object mad. Wonderfulest things, or ever the unmentionable, deep memories yield no epitaphs. Towards thee I roll, thou all-destroying, but unconquerable whale, to the last I grapple with thee, from hell's heart I stab at thee, for hate's sake I spit my last breath at thee. Yes, as everyone knows, meditation and water are wedded forever. Then all collapsed, and the great shroud of the sea rolled on, as it rolled 5,000 years ago. I am a man who, from his youth upwards, has been filled with a profound conviction, that the easiest way of life is the best. I am madness maddened. That wild madness, that's only calm to comprehend itself. Nothing so aggravates an earnest person, as a passive resistance. He piled upon the whale's white hump the sum, of all the general rage, and hate felt by his whole race from Adam down, and then, as if his chest had been a mortar, he burst his hot heart's shell upon it. Genius is full of trash. I am past scorching, not easily canst thou scorch a scar. And yet a child's utter innocence is, but its blank ignorance, and the innocence more or less wanes, as intelligence waxes. For God's sake, be economical with your lamps, and candles. Not a gallon you burn, but at least 1 drop of man's blood, was spilled for it. Let faith oust fact, let fancy oust memory, I look deep down, and do believe. All mortal greatness is, but disease. To a sensitive being, pity is not seldom pain. A whale ship was my Yale College, and my Harvard. The past is the textbook of tyrants, the future is the Bible of the free. The great floodgates of the wonder world swung open. For there is no quality in this world that is not what it is merely by contrast. Nothing exists in itself. From beneath his slouched hat, Ahab dropped a tear into the sea, nor did all the Pacific contain such wealth as that one we drop. Thought he, it's a wicked world in all meridians, I'll die a pagan. There are some enterprises, in which a careful disorderliness, is the true method. Yea, foolish mortals, Noah's flood is not yet subsided, 2/3 of the fair world it yet covers. In truth, a mature man who uses hair oil, unless medicinally, that man has probably got a quaggy spot in him somewhere. And here, shipmates, is true and faithful repentance, not clamorous for pardon, but grateful for punishment. There is all the different in the world between paying, and being paid. A purse is but a rag, unless you have something in it.